All right, let's get those taste buds ready because today we are diving deep into the culinary heart of Berlin.
Sounds
You're
delicious.
heading there soon, right?
Yeah.
And you want to experience, the city's food scene like a local, going way beyond the usual tourist fare, right?
Absolutely. That's the plan.
Awesome.
We'll be your guides, using 12 must-try delicacies in Berlin. Your gourmet guide.
Oh yeah. From Europa Tips, the one you shared.
That's good.
Perfect. Now, I'm already intrigued by how this guide uh, emphasizes Berlin's history as a crossroads of cultures.
Mm.
Really comes through in the food. But first, let's talk about a dish that's practically synonymous with Berlin currywurst.
Ah, yes. Currywurst.
Yeah,
It's more than just grilled sausage with curry ketchup.
right. It's got to be more than that, right?
Each vendor has, their own secret sauce recipe,
Oh,
making it a true culinary adventure to find your favorite.
that's so cool. It's like every bite is a little mystery. So where should we start our currywurst journey?
Knopke's Imbiss is a must-try.
Knopke's Imbiss.
They've been serving up their legendary currywurst since 1930.
1930. Wow. That's almost a century of currywurst expertise.
Exactly. And if you're short on time, Curry 36 is known for its quick and delicious service.
Noted. I'm definitely adding both to my list. Though, maybe I'll aim for off-peak hours. I can imagine the lines get pretty long.
Yeah.
Now, another street food favorite that caught my eye is dinner kebab.
Oh, yeah.
I know Berlin has a large Turkish community, but what's the dinner scene like there?
It's incredibly vibrant.
Awesome.
You've got your classic doner, of course, thinly sliced meat, fresh veggies, and a choice of sauces, all tucked into fluffy flatbread.
Hmm.
But Berlin also puts its own spin on things,
Okay, yeah.
with vegetarian options and unique sauces.
Oh, the sauce. I'm a sucker for a good creamy yogurt sauce on a dinner. But I'm also up for trying something new. Where does the guide recommend going?
It suggests Mustafa's Gemüse kebab,
Mustafa's Gemüse Kebab.
which is apparently world famous. But be prepared for a bit of a wait.
Yeah.
For a more traditional Turkish experience, Hasir is known for its authentic flavors and high-quality ingredients.
Got it. Mustafa's for the experience, Hazir for the authentic flavors. And I love that you can get your doner as a wrap or durum or with rice. So many options.
Hey.
Okay, we've covered the savory side. Let's move on to something sweet. What's Berlin's signature sweet treat?
Well, you can't go wrong with a Berliner Pfannkuchen,
A Berliner Funke.
often just called a Berliner.
Okay.
Imagine a fluffy, deep-fried donut filled with jam or cream and dusted with powdered sugar.
Ooh, that sounds like the perfect afternoon pick-me-up after a morning of sightseeing. It's like the German cousin of a jelly donut, right?
Exactly. And interestingly, the name for this treat actually changes depending on what part of Germany you're in.
Oh, really?
But the Berliner version is especially known for its soft, pillowy dough.
Fascinating. It's amazing how something as simple as a donut can have, such regional variations. So where should we go for the best Berliner experience?
Bäckerei Anna is recommended for its traditional Berliners.
Okay.
And if you're looking for a healthier option, Zeit für Brot uses organic ingredients.
Ooh, organic Berliners.
Mm.
Sign me up. Now, I'm ready for something a bit more substantial. What's a dish that screams traditional German comfort food?
Let's talk about Eisbein.
Eisbein.
It's a roasted or boiled pork knuckle, often served with sauerkraut and mashed potatoes, a true winter classic.
Wow, a pork knuckle. That sounds intense. I've never had anything like that.
It's definitely a hearty dish, rooted in German tradition and meant for, cold weather. Think hearty, comforting flavors.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So where should we go for a truly authentic Eisbein experience?
Sir Lessen Instance is a fantastic choice. It's one of Berlin's oldest restaurants, so you know they're doing something right.
An old restaurant with a hearty, traditional dish. That's definitely going on the list. This guide is already painting such a vivid picture of Berlin's food scene. Now, I know we've been focusing on classic German fare, but what about some other options that showcase Berlin's multicultural side?
Well, there's Königsberger Klops.
Königsberger Clubs, okay.
Imagine delicate meatballs in a creamy white sauce with capers. Surprisingly light and flavorful.
Meatballs in a creamy sauce, I can already tell I'm going to love that.
What's fascinating about this dish is that its history stretches from northern Germany to Berlin,
Okay.
reflecting the interconnectedness of German cuisine.
That's so cool. It's like each dish tells a story about the region. Where's the best place to try Königsberger Klops?
The guide suggests either Sir Letzten Instance, which we already mentioned, or Hen, a spot known for its simple yet delicious German meals.
Excellent. No, what about options for those who prefer vegetarian fare?
Berlin's embraced its cosmopolitan side, and falafel is a prime example. You'll find falafel shops all over the city, each with its own unique twist.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here. Berlin takes a classic dish and then gives it its own unique flair, which is awesome. Any standout falafel spots?
Momo's is highly recommended for fresh and flavorful falafel, and if you're looking for vegan options, Wohner is a popular spot.
Perfect. Now, we can't talk about German cuisine without mentioning schnitzel. I know it's a classic, but what makes Berlin's schnitzel scene special?
Berlin offers both traditional and modern twists on schnitzel.
Okay.
You can find everything from classic pork or veal schnitzel to variations with cheese, mushrooms, or even spicy sauces.
So whether you're a schnitzel purist or an adventurous foodie, Berlin has got you covered. What are some of the top recommendations?
Schnitzelei is known for its extensive schnitzel menu,
Schnitzelite, okay.
offering a schnitzel for every taste. And if you want to experience both traditional and modern takes, Zumshoing is a great option.
I'm loving this variety. A squeeze of lemon on a crispy schnitzel. That's calling my name. We've covered some main courses, but what about snacks? What are some of those little bites that add flavor to a Berlin adventure?
Let's talk about Buletten.
Bulletin.
Think savory German meatballs originating from Hamburg.
Okay.
You'll often find them in bars and pubs as a hearty snack.
Oh, I love a good bar snack. Especially meatballs. What makes them so unique?
Well, they're usually made with a mix of ground meat, onions, and spices, pan-fried until crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside.
Sounds delicious.
Ah.
Where should we go for the best bulletin experience?
Peter Pane is known for its delicious bulletin and extensive menu. And Max Pet offers a mix of traditional and modern variations.
Noted. Now, I have a bit of a sweet tooth. What's a sweet treat that I shouldn't miss in Berlin?
Königsberger marzipan is a must-try.
Königsberger marzipan, okay.
Marzipan has a long history in Germany, dating back to the Middle Ages.
Right.
And Königsberger marzipan is known for its delicate flavor and smooth texture.
Marzipan. I actually haven't had that in years. It takes me back to my childhood. What makes the Königsberger variety special?
It's all about the almonds. Königsberger marzipan uses a higher percentage of almonds,
Okay.
giving it a richer, more intense flavor. It's a true delicacy.
Wow, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Where's the best place to experience this marzipan magic?
Rausch Schokoladenhaus is a must-visit for marzipan lovers.
Rausch Schokoladenhaus, okay.
They have a huge variety, from classic marzipan chocolates to elaborate marzipan sculptures.
A marzipan sculpture. That's incredible.
And if you're looking for something a bit more casual, Café Bear is known for its fresh, delicious marzipan desserts.
Okay, so Rausch Schokoladenhaus for the wow factor and Café Bear for a cozy marzipan moment, both going on the list. Now, what about drinks? What are some beverages that pair well with all this delicious food?
Well, you can't go to Berlin without trying Berliner Weiss.
Berliner Weisse.
It's a light, sour beer that's typically served with syrup or fruit flavors, making it incredibly refreshing.
A sour beer. I've heard of those, but never actually tried one. What makes Berliner Weiss unique?
It's all about the fermentation process. Berliner Weiss is brewed with both traditional brewer's yeast and lactic acid bacteria, which gives it its characteristic tartness.
Interesting. So it's not just your average beer. Where should we go for the best Berliner Weiss experience?
Prater Garden is a classic choice.
Prater Garden.
It's one of Berlin's oldest beer gardens, and they serve their Berliner Weiss the traditional way with a shot of syrup, usually raspberry or woodruff.
Ooh, a beer garden sounds lovely. I can already picture myself sitting outside enjoying a refreshing Berliner Weiss.
And if you're looking for a more modern setting, Beer Garden Berlin is a great option. They have a wide selection of craft beers, including some interesting variations on the classic Berliner Weiss.
Okay, I'm definitely adding both to my itinerary. A classic beer garden and a modern craft brewery, the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And we've talked about a lot of different dishes, but what about sides? What's a classic German side dish that I shouldn't miss?
Kartoffelsalat, or potato salad, is a must-try.
Kartoffelsalat, all right.
But don't be fooled by its simplicity. There are countless variations in Berlin, each with its unique flavor profile.
Potato salad. Love potato salad.
Mm.
What makes the Berlin version so special?
While some are creamy with mayonnaise, while others are more tangy and vinaigrette-based.
Okay.
Some even use broth as the base, adding a whole other dimension of flavor.
Wow. I had no idea there was so much variety when it came to potato salad. Where should we go for a taste of Berlin's best Kartoffelsalat?
Markthalle which we mentioned earlier for its street food, is a great place to find fresh and delicious Kartoffelsalat options.
Excellent. And any other recommendations?
Vonner, the vegan spot we mentioned earlier, also has some really tasty and healthy Kartoffelsalat variations.
Perfect. I'm loving all these diverse recommendations. Okay, last but not least, what's a sweet treat that will end my Berlin culinary journey on a high note?
You can't go wrong with Apfelstrudel.
Apfelstrudel.
This classic pastry is filled with apples, cinnamon, and raisins, and it's absolutely delicious.
Apfelstrudel. That's a classic for a reason. Is there anything special about the Apfelstrudel in Berlin?
Well, while it originated in Austria, Apfelstrudel is incredibly popular throughout Germany, and Berlin's bakeries have, really perfected the art of making this flaky, buttery pastry.
Okay, I'm sold. Where should I go for the ultimate Apfelstrudel experience?
Cafe Einstein is renowned for its classic, delicious Apfelstrudel served in a beautiful, traditional setting.
Okay.
And for a more modern take, try Kaffeehaus Mitte.
Kaffeehaus Mitte.
They use fresh, seasonal ingredients and have some really creative Apfelstrudel variations.
Amazing. So Cafe Einstein for the classic experience and Kaffeehaus Mitte for a modern twist. This is also helpful. I'm already starting to map out my culinary adventures in Berlin.
And that's just the beginning.
Oh, no.
We've only scratched the surface of what Berlin's incredible food scene has to offer.
Well, I can't wait to hear more. In the next part of our deep dive, let's explore some of the unique dining experiences and hidden culinary gems that make Berlin such a special destination for food lovers. We're back, and my stomach is already rumbling just thinking about all the incredible food we've discussed.
I know, right?
Now, you mentioned earlier that Berlin is a true melting pot of cultures.
Yeah.
How does that translate into the actual dining experience?
Well, it's not just about the dishes themselves.
Right.
It's about the atmosphere,
Yay.
the variety of venues, the whole experience. Berlin offers so much more than just traditional German restaurants.
Okay, give me an example. What kind of unique dining experiences can I find in Berlin?
Well, for the adventurous foodie, there's molecular gastronomy.
Molecular gastronomy.
Imagine dishes that change right in front of you, or flavors that completely play tricks on your palate.
Wow, molecular gastronomy. That sounds almost too cool to be true, like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It's definitely a unique experience, but Berlin also caters to those with specific dietary needs.
Okay.
There are tons of cafes and restaurants with vegan and gluten-free options, so you can enjoy amazing food without compromising your dietary preferences.
That's awesome. It's great to hear that Berlin's so inclusive when it comes to food. Now, I'm always curious about the cost of things when traveling.
Yeah.
What's the price range like for dining in Berlin?
The beauty of Berlin is that there's something for every budget.
Okay, good.
You can grab a delicious and affordable dinner kebab for a few euros, or splurge on a memorable meal at a Michelin-starred restaurant.
So I can have my fancy nights out and still be able to afford to eat the rest of the trip.
Exactly.
That's good to know. Speaking of which, is there anything beyond restaurants that I should check out?
Berlin is known for its vibrant markets and food festivals.
Well.
They're perfect for sampling a wide array of local and international flavors.
Oh, I love markets. What kind of markets are we talking about here?
The guide specifically mentions Berlin Food Week and Street Food Thursday.
Okay.
Imagine stalls overflowing with aromatic spices, freshly baked pastries, and mouth-watering street food from every corner of the world.
That sounds incredible. So much energy and excitement all around delicious food. Are there any other markets I should check out?
Well, if you happen to be in Berlin during the holiday season, you absolutely cannot miss the Weihnachtsmärkte,
Weihnachtsmärkte.
the traditional German Christmas markets.
Oh, I've heard about those. What's so special about them?
They're truly magical. Imagine twinkling lights, festive music, and stalls offering traditional sweets, savory snacks, and warming beverages like Glühwein.
Okay, you've sold me. Christmas markets are definitely going on the itinerary. Now with all this amazing food to experience, I need to figure out how to get around Berlin efficiently.
Yeah.
Any tips on transportation?
Berlin has a fantastic public transportation system with the U-Bahn, S-Bahn, buses and trams, making it, easy to navigate the city.
So no need to worry about renting a car and dealing with traffic.
Exactly. And if you plan on using public transport a lot, the Berlin Welcome Card is a great option.
Okay.
It gives you unlimited use of public transport and discounts at tourist attractions.
That sounds like a smart investment. Now, what about accommodations? Any recommendations on where to stay for easy access to the food scene?
Berlin has a wide range of accommodation options, from luxury hotels to budget-friendly hostels.
Okay.
Staying in central areas like Mitte or Prenzlauer Berg will put you within walking distance of, many restaurants and attractions.
Perfect. So central location for easy access to all the culinary hotspots.
Exactly.
Got it. What about the best time to visit Berlin for, a foodie adventure?
Berlin has something to offer in every season.
Okay, good.
Spring and summer are ideal for outdoor dining and festivals, while autumn offers a quieter atmosphere and beautiful foliage.
I do love crisp autumn days.
Yeah,
And I imagine those Christmas markets would be extra special in the winter.
exactly. Berlin's truly a year-round destination for food lovers. Now, before you embark on your culinary adventure, let's talk about some local etiquette tips that will enhance your, dining experience.
Oh, good point. I always want to be respectful of, local customs. What should I keep in mind?
Punctuality is highly valued in German culture,
Yeah.
so being on time for your reservations is important.
Okay, noted.
Okay.
Better be early than late in Berlin. What else?
Even though Berlin is a very cosmopolitan city, it's always appreciated to be polite and respectful when ordering and dining. A simple Dankeschön or Bitte goes a long way.
I can definitely do that. It's amazing how something so simple can make such a difference. We've covered so much ground in this deep dive, from iconic street food to hidden culinary gems, and even practical tips for navigating Berlin's food scene like a pro.
But there's even more to uncover.
I know.
The guide goes deeper into the history and cultural significance of some dishes, and it provides even more specific recommendations for, places to try them.
Okay, bring on the details. I'm ready to dive deeper into the stories behind these dishes.
For example, did you know that Currywurst, that iconic Berlin street food, actually emerged after World War II?
Really? I had no idea it had such a historical connection.
This sauce, with its Indian-inspired curry spices, reflects Berlin's, ability to adapt and create something delicious from limited resources.
Wow.
It's a testament to the city's resilience and culinary ingenuity.
That's fascinating. Adds a whole new layer of appreciation for currywurst.
And when it comes to dinner kebab, the guide highlights the unique blend of tradition and innovation you'll find in Berlin. You've got classic doner shops serving up authentic Turkish flavors
Right.
and trendy spots experimenting with vegetarian options and creative sauces.
So it's not just about finding a doner kebab, it's about finding the perfect doner kebab for your taste.
Exactly. Now, remember those Berliner Pfannkuchen we talked about?
Those delicious, fluffy donuts.
The guide mentions that the name Berliner actually changes depending on where you are in Germany.
Oh, really?
In some areas, they're called Krapfen or Pfannkuchen.
Wow, that's interesting. So it's not just the recipe that varies, but the name itself?
Exactly. The Berlin version, with its soft dough and generous filling, is particularly well known.
Okay, yeah.
And when it comes to Eisbein, the guide emphasizes the importance of proper cooking techniques to achieve the perfect flavor and texture.
So it's not just about finding a restaurant that serves Eisbein, it's about finding a restaurant that knows how to cook it to perfection.
Exactly. Whether roasted or boiled, the meat should be, tender and flavorful with a crispy skin.
Okay, now I'm really craving Eisbein. What about those Königsberger Klops, the delicate meatballs?
The guide goes into their history, tracing their roots from northern Germany to Berlin.
Okay.
It's a dish that reflects the interconnectedness of German cuisine.
It's amazing how food can tell a story about a place and its people.
Absolutely. And with falafel, the guide emphasizes how Berlin's, cosmopolitan nature has embraced this Middle Eastern street food and made it its own. You'll find falafel shops everywhere, each with its own unique take on this classic dish.
It's like Berlin welcomes all these different culinary traditions and gives them a chance to shine.
Exactly. And let's not forget about schnitzel. The guide points out that Berlin offers both traditional and modern variations, catering to a wide range of tastes.
So whether you're a schnitzel traditionalist or a culinary adventurer, Berlin has something for you. It's all about options.
Exactly. Now, for those smaller bites that add flavor to any culinary journey, the guide delves deeper into Buletten.
Okay.
It highlights their origin in Hamburg and their popularity in bars and pubs across Berlin.
So not just a tasty snack, but a little piece of culinary history.
Exactly. And for a sweet treat, the guide goes into the fascinating history of Königsberger marzipan, tracing its roots back to the Middle Ages.
Wow.
It suggests trying different variations and pairings from classic marzipan chocolates to delicate marzipan desserts.
Marzipan is truly timeless. Now let's talk drinks. What about Berliner Weiss, that refreshing sour beer?
The guide delves into its historical significance in Berlin's culture, mentioning the traditional addition of 3 measures of vinegar.
Oh, wow.
That gives it its unique tangy flavor.
Vinegar in beer. That sounds a bit unusual, but I'm intrigued.
It's definitely a unique taste, and the guide highlights the popularity of Berliner Weiss in beer gardens, especially during the warmer months.
I can just imagine myself enjoying a Berliner Weiss in a sunny beer garden.
And for Kartoffelsalat, that seemingly simple potato salad, the guide reveals the incredible diversity of, recipes and flavors found in Berlin.
Yeah.
From creamy and mayonnaise base to tangy and light, there's a Kartoffelsalat for every palate.
I never realized potato salad could be so diverse.
And last but not least, the guide dives deeper into Apfelstrudel, highlighting its Austrian origin and its widespread popularity in Germany.
Right.
It suggests trying different variations and pairings from classic Apfelstrudel with vanilla ice cream to more modern interpretations with, unique toppings and sauces.
So many delicious options. I'm starting to feel like I need to extend my trip to Berlin just to try everything.
Well, remember, this is just a glimpse into what Berlin's culinary scene has to offer. There are countless other dishes, flavors, and experiences waiting to be discovered.
This is all so inspiring. I can't wait to start exploring Berlin's food scene for myself. But before I do, I'm definitely taking notes on all these incredible recommendations and tips. What else does the guide have in store for us? All right, we're back for the final leg of our Berlin food journey.
Yes.
We've covered so much ground already, but I'm ready for even more, insider tips and hidden gems.
I hear that.
Where should we go next?
Now it's time to really dive into those, off the beaten path recommendations.
Okay, good.
We've talked about the iconic dishes, the historical context, but each district in Berlin also has its own unique culinary personality.
Oh, I love that. It's like each neighborhood has its own, flavor.
Exactly. For example, Kreuzberg is known for its Turkish and Middle Eastern influences,
Okay.
while Prenzlauer Berg has a more bohemian vibe with trendy cafes and organic markets.
So venturing beyond the city center can lead to some incredible culinary discoveries.
Absolutely. Now, here's a tip. Don't be afraid to explore the side streets and alleyways. That's where you'll often find the best hole-in-the-wall restaurants and hidden culinary treasures.
I love that. It's all about embracing the element of surprise and stumbling upon those, unexpected delights.
Yeah,
It makes the experience even more memorable.
exactly. Another tip. Keep an eye out for street food markets.
Oh, yeah.
They're a fantastic way to sample a variety of flavors and experience the city's culinary diversity firsthand.
We talked about Markthallenun earlier for its Kartoffelsalat, but it sounds like it's worth a visit just for the, atmosphere alone.
It really is. It's a vibrant indoor market with stalls offering everything from fresh produce and artisanal cheeses
Oh, wow.
to international street food and craft beer. You could easily spend hours there just browsing and sampling.
Okay, Markthallenun is definitely at the top of my list now.
Yeah.
Now, I'm someone who loves to really immerse myself in a new culture. What's a fun and engaging way to do that? Through food.
Have you ever considered taking a food tour?
A food tour. Tell me more.
There are tours focused on specific neighborhoods, cuisines, or even historical periods.
Okay, sure.
It's a fantastic way to learn about the city's culinary history and culture while indulging in delicious food along the way.
That sounds amazing. It's like having a local expert guide you through all the best spots. I'm sold. Now, I have to ask, any advice for someone who might be a bit more adventurous when it comes to trying new foods?
Don't shy away from those traditional German dishes that might sound a bit intimidating at first.
You mean like Eisbein or Labskaus?
Exactly. Stepping outside of your comfort zone can lead to some of the most memorable and rewarding culinary experiences.
You know what? You're right. I'm going to embrace the unknown and try some of those more unusual dishes. Now I'm all about finding those truly authentic local spots. Any secrets to sniffing those out?
Here's a simple trick. Look for restaurants that are filled with locals. It's a good sign that the food is delicious, the prices are reasonable, and you're getting a truly authentic experience.
That's brilliant. It's like having a built-in recommendation system. Any other insider tips for finding those hidden gems?
Don't be afraid to ask for recommendations from locals. Whether it's your hotel concierge, a taxi driver, or the barista at your favorite coffee shop, people who live in Berlin are usually happy to share their favorite food spots.
I love that. It's all about connecting with the people and the culture to truly experience Berlin's culinary magic. This has
Yeah.
been such an incredible deep dive, and I feel so much more prepared for my trip.
Awesome. Remember, explore different neighborhoods, venture off the beaten path, embrace street food markets and food tours, be adventurous with your taste buds, look for those restaurants filled with locals, and don't hesitate to ask for recommendations.
And most importantly, have fun. Berlin is a city that rewards culinary curiosity and a willingness to try new things.
Absolutely.
You know,
This deep dive has given you a taste of what Berlin has to offer. But the real adventure begins when you step into the city and explore for yourself.
I can't wait. So to all our listeners out there, explore, indulge, and let your taste buds lead the way. Who knows what delicious discoveries await you in the vibrant and ever-evolving culinary landscape of Berlin.
Happy eating!